James Eden rules. Sarcastic venom sucks.
Hello everyone, welcome to episode 2 of me, James Eden's Q&A show. Now, today I'm going to be answering 2 questions. And if you have a question related to wrestling that you want me to answer, send it in. Send it in to James Eden. Anyway, there are 2 guys who sent me in questions today. And I want you to click on the link in the description box. Click on the links to the channel in the description box and subscribe to them. If you haven't already, I mean, add them as a friend, watch your videos, subscribe to them. I mean, whatever you want to do. Just go to their channel and subscribe to them. But anyway, today I'm going to be answering 2 questions. And the first one is from Master Boo Boo. Who is your favourite high flyer? And is it true that NB Wrestler 87 has ass cancer? Now, it is true. And everyone's really depressed about it. NB Wrestler does have ass cancer, and unfortunately NB fat ass is going to die. But I mean, NB fat ass is screwed. I mean, it's his own fault though. If he didn't have such a fat ass, he would not be in the shit that he's in. I mean, because he's got a lot of meat down there. So it's going to be obvious that he's going to be more likely to catch cancer down there than most normal people who have normal sized asses. But I wish you the most speediest recovery, NB Wrestler. I hope that you're back as soon as possible. By the way, this is relentless. This is a man's drink. And if you have not tried it yet, you must go to Tesco's and buy some. You must. Relentless, remember the name. But I wish NB Wrestler the best. I mean, we've had our differences before, but I hope that he gets better. I mean, everyone's hoping for you, NB. Everyone's praying for you to get rid of that anal cancer. You can do it, man. You can do it. Oh yeah, oh yeah, your wrestling show's closed, so you have to go on 25-minute road trips to get there. Oh, sorry, NB. Sorry, I couldn't help throwing that in, but anyway, James Eden's favourite high flyer of all time, it would have to be Rey Mysterio. Because how long has Rey Mysterio's career been? I mean, he's been wrestling for years, and there's no other high flyer apart from Jeff Hardy who isn't as high flying as you know what I mean. He doesn't use as many great high flying moves as Rey does. I mean, besides Rey's been an underdog all his life, yet he still brings charisma and excitement to the ring. And he's wrestling for 10 years now. He's been wrestling in WCW, doing the same thing every week, wrecking his body. I mean, Rey Mysterio deserves more praise than any other high flyer out there. And he more than deserved that world title reign that he got. I don't want to go into the whole thing with why he didn't get it, but Rey Mysterio deserves that title reign. I mean, no one's been taking as many risks for as long as an amount of time as Rey Mysterio has, aside from Necro Butcher. But he isn't really even a high flyer. I mean, he's hardly a wrestler. So Rey Mysterio would have to be my favourite high flyer. I mean, I'm a big fan of Mystico too. Mystico's a very good high flying wrestler, and so is Matt Sydal. Maybe Billy Kidman a little bit. I was a big fan of Billy Kidman, but Mystico and Sydal are pretty good high flyers. And they come up with innovative moves whenever they wrestle, every time they wrestle. But Rey would be doing that too if he was in independent shows. So, Thank you, Ray. Thanks for giving all of this to us. Thanks for flying and everything, like, every time you go out there for a match. I mean, you've done a lot, Ray. You've done a lot for wrestling. And you really should be applauded for your career. For the length that you've been doing these things for. But it's a good question, Master Boo. I mean, I'm sure that you join me in hoping that poor old MB does get better. But yeah, anyway. My second question today comes from a retard called Games called WWE. No. One WWF WWE fan. There was a kid's a crackhead, and he sent me in questions for another Q&A show I was going to do on my Yeezus 8 account about 8 months ago. So it's only fair that I answer this question. It says, excuse the Garden of Eden, it says that, what do you think of WWE SmackDown vs Raw 2008, and what should SmackDown vs Raw 2009 have? Now that's a good question, James. That's a very good question. I mean, I've heard that crack does good things to your head. Well, it hasn't done very much to your head, James, but it does good things to your brain. And that's quite a good question. But to be honest, I hate SmackDown vs Raw 2008. I mean, the story mode shot falls. Right, think about this, yeah? In SmackDown vs Raw 2008, Edge could beat up your girlfriend. Like, you could be, if you were doing John Cena in story mode, Edge could beat up your girlfriend. After your match, you could spear your girlfriend and hit her with a chair. And Cena would act all annoyed at that time and beat him up. But the week after Edge hit your girlfriend with a chair. You're walking backstage, and who do you come across? Edge. And Edge walks up to you and goes to shake your hand. I mean, and Cena would look at Edge and look at him for a second, look like he's considering shaking his hand, and then walk away. Because and then after that, Edge would look like he's wondering why you haven't shook his hand. I mean, the story mode is ridiculous. There's less wrestlers on the roster too than there was in the last game. There's no tag teams. They've missed out like half the champions, half the mid-carders, important wrestlers that came a year ago. And they use some bullshit excuses that they haven't been there long enough. They're not put them into the game. You online plays shit. I mean, I played the game for a couple of weeks. I got glitches on the entrance themes. I couldn't hear the wrestlers' entrance themes for weeks. So James Eden just gave up on the game. I threw it away. No, I didn't throw it away. I traded it in because the game's shit. I mean, SmackDown vs Raw 2009. I'm hoping to God that they have a far better roster, a half-decent story mode, and that they have more match types, including bringing back the Slobber Knocker, because that was probably the best match type in the game. And I've heard that the Inferno match is coming in. The Inferno match is good. Thumbs up to the Inferno match coming. But I mean, they really need to improve the game. They really need to add more wrestlers. I want to see Ryder and Hawkins in the next game. They're probably going to be left out. But I want to see every low Carter in that game. Every mid Carter, every upper Carter. Because what they're doing is just lazy. It's disappointing. I mean, it disappoints James Eden. But SmackDown vs Raw 2008, shit game, disappointing game. Hopefully 2009 will be better. I mean, I really heard that Y2J will be in this game, which is a good step. So anyway, hopefully they'll improve the game, so there's the glitches in the story mode and all that shit. Anyway, this has been question and answer, episode 2. If you want me to answer your questions in video, send me a question. Send me a question in my message box and I will answer it in video. This has been James Eden.